Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to your guidance reading, your spirit guidance reading. Today we're going to be looking into the energy of the full moon that's happening right now. And I want to say to members, there is a new video in the members area that, shoot, I enjoyed. It's about not necessarily how to meet a new deck, but how to I introduce you to a deck that I haven't introduced yet to the channel. What's up, Aya? What's up, baby girl? Yeah, I introduce you to a deck. So now let's look first at this energy of the full moon. I think I definitely want to use like the OGs, not the new OGs, but I want to use my baby here. I think the goddesses want to speak too. Look, the whole gang is coming out to play right now. So first we're going to look into what the energy is of this full moon, so that we can allocate the guidance appropriately. So what we're doing is tapping into that. Please be here with us in this moment, and please give us access to information about what this new moon is about. There we go. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. So far, the energies don't feel weird. I just feel obsessive. That's a lot, and you know it. Secret. Kali. Liberation. Alright, so maybe some secrets coming out, or something about secrets that have been released, and the freedom of that, the freedom behind that. Thank you. Yeah, wow, look at that. That's actually insane. That's so funny. That's really funny. We do have the Eight of Swords, so secrets being released. Maybe some things that just needed to be given life, given credence, being known, or dealing with the energy behind behind, it's like you're gonna work behind the reveal of something that was keeping you stuck, something that was affecting you. Yeah, almost like chains loosening in some ways for some. Look, 2 moons. I'm really trying to get this to make sense. Anyway, let's just do this. And here we have the star, which is hope and healing. And in a way, I'm getting confrontation. Wow. We have the Magician here. So there's 2 major arcanas. At the bottom of the deck, I think, or the top of the deck. This is the top of the deck. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Cups, which is a message I've really been, like, getting to know lately. And the 2 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is in a way about release. I was reading about it today, actually, which is funny. The 4 of Cups was this sort of energy where what I was reading was, it was talking about like navel gazing. It's about just kind of looking down and not taking any kind of action, looking down at what you have or what's been lost and not looking around you to see the blessing. So maybe this is about a situation, or perhaps the energy of this new moon, full moon, is that where that which feels like it may call your attention to the blessing in the muck, the blessing in the being tied up, because this is sort of Four of Cups energy in the way that I'm seeing it in my head. In the traditional tarot, there's those 3 cups, and then there's divine offering a cup, offering another cup, and you can always interpret that in different ways. And sometimes, to me, I think of it as someone who's looking at the party. It's over. They're always chasing that high, and they hate when the party ends. They then have to sort of face themselves or face their world. They just don't like things ending, you know, relationships ending, or emotional highs ending, or being in a despondent state, or not being in a high state, right? So it's kind of like the drugged out chill in a way, but in a way that is not the best, I feel, with the Four of Cups. And in the Four of Cups, with the hand of the divine coming in and offering this new cup, it's offering like a different way. It's offering something else, something new, something that the person who is looking at the 3 cups that have gone and are done with, if they could only look around them to see what else is around that is good, that is light, that is fun, that is the blessing in the party being over. And with the 8 of Swords in this version, this eagle, this freedom, this symbol of, elegance and freedom, really is the divine offering this other option. In this case, it's the divine coming in to save. If only you would look up. Now, what we do know is she's blinded. She's blinded. She can't see this eagle. She can't see this this freedom that's coming her way. But on this side, we don't know that she's blinded. On this side, it almost looks like she's been patiently waiting. She's been patiently stuck in the place that she's been at. This possibly feels like impatiently stuck. This maybe feels like she wants to free herself, but also her attempts to free herself hurt her. And it's her thoughts hurting her. It's her constant nagging at herself. This really reminds me of when I said I've been obsessive about something. And this is that, in that obsession, trying to save yourself, you're just digging yourself deeper into that sort of obsessive hole, but you think you're freeing yourself, and maybe you are in some ways because it helps your energy, but at what cost, you know? And if she struggles too much, then she does come out with some cuts and bruises. But she's not seeing this eagle. I think she's so focused on what's behind her. She's so focused on trying to get away from this situation that she doesn't see that there is help coming, a message coming, perhaps. There is a divine action coming to take place, a divine something that's going to help. And sometimes we are where we're at so that we can be where we're at. The 8 of Swords to me is not a bad message. It sucks in certain vision imagery, but in this deck it's quite light. Even here it's not dark, it's quite light, and I like that because that's how I relate to it. It's sometimes we are called to be in the position that we're in because we need to assess it and assess ourselves. With the Hope, I call her the Hope, with the Star, which is funny, the momentary icon that I have for this reading is this painting that I did called the Star. In the Star, she's pouring into earth and pouring into water. And she's also kneeling, a very similar position that the 8 of Swords is in. Now, it seems like, again, we have 2 major. So we have someone here who's manifesting as above, so below, with the Magician here. Magician, manipulator, whatever. You know what you're doing in your personal life. And we have the Star here, something deeper in your being, something deeper in who you are, in what you do, who's pouring into earth and water. So as above, so below, shooting star, something is coming, right? And here we have the star. Amazing. Something is coming with the shooting star. We're getting the something is coming with this energy. It's bringing something to us. So, but with this star, she's pouring earth into emotions. So to me, it's this essence of being grounded, of being vulnerably grounded, of being in this state of being that this full moon energy puts us in, where you are at almost a surrender. And in that surrender, you're doing your best to manage your emotions as well as ground yourself in reality as it is. And I think that's a Cleton. I don't know what that bird is. I don't think it is a Cleton, but it could be. Let me look this up. If it is a Cleton, it's a messenger. It's Cletons are messenger birds. Spiritually, I believe, at least how I've been taught. And that's a lot of messages coming in. That's a lot of something coming in affecting you. Yeah. Universal consciousness. That's amazing. Above her shines a great 8-pointed star. And here we have this other symbolism of 8. The 8 of Wands didn't show up, sure. But there is this 8 of Wands energy of like messages. But the difference I suppose between these kinds of messages and the 8 of Wands messages is 8 of Wands, that they always describe it as a spiritual message. But I always feel like it's more movement, more earthly message. This eagle, shooting star, Cleton bird, night, those feel more like a spiritual movement, something divinely coming in. It's an ibis. Okay, the ibis are signs of healing. Okay, cool. I didn't know what that was. And the acacia trees, I think. So that's about healing, which is nice. Now, we did mention at the top of the deck that we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in this deck also have the star. And the star is pouring into two entities. Cups, right? As above, so below. As is declared by the divine is something that's going to be manifesting in the realm of reality, our realm. That's what this energy is bringing in. This is a deep ass reading, holy shit. This is going to be manifesting for us in the realm of either partnership for some of us, or, and again, I read in layers, of the realm of partnership with ourselves, our two sides of many. It's happening at night, right? So this is something that is in the shadows, something that is subconscious, something that is quite meaningful. I feel like it's like pillow talk. There's a coming together of sorts of these, as above, so below. The so below of the emotional realm and the grounded realm in the earth factor that she's pouring into the earth here is this in the daily form of someone being free and trying to look around and see the blessings or something that's around them that's helpful, that's a good thing from the situation, to this very mundane moment where two souls or two parts of one soul come together in a way, in hope, manifested hope, divinely manifested hope, to come together in a very real way. I like that. And we have Mama Kocha, water. Baby, you can't make this up. I mean, you can. You really could, but this is amazing. Mama Kocha is water. And we have been talking a lot about water. With the Four of Cups, right? With the star, she's very watery. And with the Two of Cups. And Mama Kocha talks about how water takes on many shapes and many forms. And it's almost about, to me, intuitively at this moment, a message about perspective. A message about how we sometimes have to take different forms, sometimes have to look at different parts of the world in order to cope, different energies in order to see what is necessary. in the examples Mama Kocha presents to us, she talks about how water is still water, but water can be ice, water can be vapor, water can be liquid, right? Water can take different shapes and facades, but it's still water, and it still does what it needs to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that, and we have 33 here, so I love that. Let's see what message she has in terms of like the energy that this new moon is, full moon is, I keep calling it a new moon, that this full moon is bringing in. So far it seems kind of nice. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surrounded us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan goddess Mama Kocha. We are most attuned to the qualities of water as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. And full moons are definitely emotional, right? And isn't it a full moon in Pisces, which is like a water sign? I guess depending on what kind of astrology you follow, but you know, come through. The beauty in this truth is found by observing water in all her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Kind of like this girl, rubbing away at trying to break free from these chains that were once really, really tight in some places. But here she's figuring out a way to cut herself out of it. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds, and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth and sustain life. Kind of like what the star is doing over here. I love that. Water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell, even of soft snow, allowing the dormancy of life to herald the time of dreaming. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. To answer your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet, temporary shelter is needed. You can expect new growth and sunny days again. Mama Kocha reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, and just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when this goddess comes to visit you. I feel like this new moon, full moon, Jesus Christ, brings, a sense of renewal. I do, a deep sense of renewal. A phase shift, obviously. She just said that. But in a deeper way. I feel like there's a deepening of something, and on the surface level, it looks like a coming together of souls, or a coming together of one's soul, which really is the same thing, because if your soul is coming together with another person's soul, that's a part of you that's being brought back together, that's being unified. If a part of you within yourself is coming together with a part of you within yourself, same process is happening, right? So if your souls are coming together, that's wonderful. If there's a freeing, if there's a freedom that's incoming, a sense of something that's going on around you, that's also really great, because you're loosening yourself from the phase that you've been in. Amazing. So let's 20 minutes of the energy. Let's look at what our guidance is given this energy. How do we move through it? Because while it seems quite peaceful, a lot of the imagery that came out to me feels kind of dark and shadowy, and happening once again at night, in the depths of water, in the depths of emotion, in our inner worlds. So how best can we move through this energy, please? Guide us with a decision, with some guidance. Guide us with something, please, to help us decipher how best to move through this decision, please. Thank you. Excuse me. Wow, I am not here, y'all. Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate it. What is the guidance for us to best move through this energy? Let's get it. I'm using the OGs. I just kind of felt like talking to them, you know? Now that they have their youngins. I should do a reading with both. Yeah. So now we know this, right? This is essentially the message of the full moon coming out again, except expressing and punctuating on the things that it told us. The energy told us how to handle the energy. The energy told us how to move through this energy. It told us to essentially be aware of our surroundings, to be aware of what's going on, to be aware that there are changes even, to be aware that there are different perspectives, to be aware, period, of what phase we're in, to be aware of where we're at and what's going on around us as a result or as an added bonus of where we're at in the position we're in maybe partnerships, in our soul, or just in our world. A good reflection point. And then we have listening, and listening is about listening. It's not action. This is a very, essentially, your guidance is very passive. Your guidance is to wait, watch, listen, learn, notice what you notice, hear what you hear. Let the world move you, because if you're still and aren't struggling and are just listening to what's coming, because something is coming. Unexpected visitors is that eagle. Unexpected visitors is the shooting star. Unexpected visitors is the energy that's coming in, the divine message that's coming in. And you are meant to wait, watch, and listen. To wait, take a seat back, relax, be in yourself, be comfortable in yourself, feel at home in yourself, and listen to what's coming. Listen to what's being said, what's not being said. Listen to nothing, the birds chirping, to anything, and you might hear the flapping of wings of the eagle coming to rescue you. You might hear the inner voice inside of you that tells you, hey, look up, as you see a shooting star right at that moment. You might hear what you need to hear within yourself in order to set yourself free, or to set you into the direction that you need to go. Now, I am nosy, and I am living this life, so I want to know what this unexpected visitors is. Okay, I want to know what that is in terms of our guidance, because it's more so something that says, hey, some people are coming over and you don't know who they are. We do have the King of Pentacles and the Sun and the Page of Cups and the Four of Swords. So it could be somebody who's been quiet. They're waking up. The Sun is a really nice, happy lightness. The Page of Cups is a little offer, a little gesture. And the King of Pentacles is this great man, this great energy. And by great, I mean big. Feels kind of Jupiter-y, the King of Pentacles does. I think Jupiter's probably a fire sign. I don't know if Jupiter's fire or what, but I want to read unexpected visitors and then go into it more with the tarot to just have more breadth in that message. I love reading from the guidebooks. I think it's so precious. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Ah, I love that. I love that I did that, because I usually, that saying, if you wait, watch, and listen, something surprising might come along. Duh. But the thing is, I know this is predictive. Something surprising is coming along, so I want to know what it is. And I guess I know this is basically what your guidance is, how best to deal with it, but I still want to investigate that a bit more. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, just like being stuck in the Eight of Swords, just like being vulnerable outside naked, pouring water into water and water into earth. But a surprise turn of events, like that eagle coming to you, can But a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet except spirit. And we've been seeing that star a lot. Who knows what you can't comprehend for now? Spirit knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. Interesting. So, I know the Magician is usually us manifesting something, but I did feel more so that that was Spirit manifesting something for you, if that makes sense. And it could be a version of our higher self, the Tower. I just fuck that card. No, and the Unexpected Visitors is usually like my low-key Tower. But at any rate, I did not pick up on the Magician. That's hilarious. Look at that. I split the deck and it's both cards that we were talking about earlier on different sides. Wow. I don't pick up that the Magician is necessarily us. I feel like the Magician is us souped up. So it feels like a divine manifestation saying, as above, as is divinely ordained, so below. So below, as the star is working on the things manifesting in the earth realm and taking care of the emotional realm, and even deeper in that emotional realm and the earth realm is the Two of Cups energy. So I want to see a little bit more about what our guidance is given this unexpected turn of events. I think we already have it, but anything else extra? The Queen of Swords, amazing. The Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse. So, and the Knight of Swords in reverse at the top of the deck, seeing the sunlight and the new day rising. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength in reverse. I feel like you are meant to be on guard in some way. You are meant to be cautious, even discerning, even with this energy. But I feel like it's an energy of some healing. We had that with the Star, and we have that with the Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like it's some sort of way for us to listen. It may, if it's something that isn't comfortable to listen to or be around, an energy that we don't really want to be around, then, you know, it is what it is. But with this Knight of Wands in reverse, I'm picking up that we are to stand our ground like the Queen, and listen like the Queen, and be aware like the Queen, and like the Knight of Wands, stick around in the situation, be still in the situation to see what transpires. Speak your truth with these two together. I mean, these two is actually a really interesting energy that I've never felt before. This is really good. With the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Queen here, I feel like this is someone making, taking on a mature energy in dealing with whatever comes through. But this is nice because it seems whatever's coming through is healing. Whatever's coming through is something that helps get you out of your head, that gets you out of those strange thoughts. It helps that the sun is rising, and for the first time you can almost kind of see it, which is lovely. And with the Strength in reverse, once again, it sort of feels like you can be still. You don't have to be strong necessarily. And I split the deck again, and we have the Star. So I think this is where I'm going to end the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate it. I appreciate your patronage and reaching this point at the end of the video where we get to really go a little bit deeper into what these energies are. I hope that you can watch the other videos on the channel. I will be doing some love readings and some career money guidance readings, so keep your eye out for that. But if you follow me into the next video, I will be doing the love guidance for the week. Should be interesting with this full moon energy and what kind of came up. I'm curious to see what the love guidance will be. Anyway, thanks for watching this general reading. I hope that it served you. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye.